The session is in session. Yeah. Oh yeah. Got into my shit. What? Okay. Computer problem? Yeah. Not responding, the computer? Computer not responding. Computer. Computer. Computer, come in. Computer malfunction. Computer, what's that all about? So, okay, computer. Radio dead. Radiohead. Okay, computer. Fitter, happier, more productive. That'll be the last Radiohead album, right? Okay, AI. Okay, AI. If it was, I would crap myself. I'd be like, oh my god, I guessed Radiohead's last album. Radiohead, they've been kind of... When these guys get older, they start being like, man, I can't, rock balls like I used to, right? You can't go out there and just shake your ass on stage. And, in front of the thousands of people. It becomes, you can. The Rolling Stones, you can if you stay fit, but... But I noticed the alternative rock gods of the past. Trent Reznor, he has 5 kids with that singer, that pop singer. So it's yeah. So he does a lot of soundtracks and stuff he can do from a studio. Doesn't tour or make albums that much because he doesn't want to go out on the... There actually might be a new Nine Inch Nails album that drops. And so a lot of the fans have been complaining that Trent Reznor is fulfilled with his wife and his 5 children. And now he's not so angry. And they're kind of the traditional Nine Inch Nails Trent Reznor fan wants to pick up something where Trent is angry at the world and pissed and, broken and stabbed and wounded and rage and all that. And, yeah. He's not exactly the industrial metal alternative rock god. He's not exactly making happy music. I wouldn't go that far. But he's not hurt and broken and going down the downward spiral anymore. So going to the downward spiral to hell as he was in his earlier, more gothic, industrial, hard rock metal days. And then Thomas York, he's just getting old. Not really in his prime anymore. He's what, Generation X or so? Yeah, I don't think he's exactly a boomer, but yeah, he's probably working on... I don't know if he has a wife and 5 kids and all this fulfilled happiness of man or whatever. But I think they tour sometimes. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't. I think I read somewhere that there's going to be a new Nine Inch Nails record. So I'm kind of I think I saw, I think I can, like Thomas the Tank Engine. That's what they give children the stories about keep on going, don't give up. Thomas the Tank Engine. I think I can. Yeah, I heard the fire trucks and the sirens. Things are about to get crazy. It's Easter weekend. You think they would get less crazy, right? But it's people are trying to turn Easter weekend into spring break. That's what it is. They're like, let's turn this into spring break. It's not fucking spring break, but spring break's already over. But people are trying to turn Easter weekend into the second spring break. I get it. More party, more fun. tomorrow's Good Friday. Jesus was crucified on the cross. I don't know what's good about it. I guess some people call it Black Friday too. Oh, is this the night of the Last Supper? Oh man, I didn't eat anything. That was supposed to be the joke. Yep. Oh, it's tonight the Last Supper? I forgot. I didn't eat anything. Yeah, so they're talking about all this amazing science, like clone technology. And then people are kind of wondering, when are they going to start doing people? Like, what if they find Jesus Christ DNA? It's a scary thought, right? They make an Antichrist. What if Antichrist just means, what if it's literally Antichrist? Like it's just scientists trying to make God. And they make the Antichrist. That's a scary thought. So it's only a matter of time. They had the dire wolves. They're going to try to make a woolly mammoth next. What's on their big to-do list is like get some DNA from a famous historical figure. Could be Jesus Christ. It could be Genghis Khan. It could be Attila the Hun. It could be Alexander the Great. But they can find they might just bring back a pharaoh. They might say fuck it. Maybe they'll bring back a caveman and he'll go like he wouldn't even know what century he's in. It'll be like the caveman, the Geico commercials and that show. Where it's the caveman and living in the 21st century. It'll be like fucking Encino Man or something. Blast from the Past, Encino Man, one of those silly comedies, right? One of those goofy ass movies. Bill and Ted's. It'll be like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Genghis Khan will be going through the mall going, fucking shit up. Anybody ever seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure where Genghis Khan, he time travels to the future, to the 1980s and goes to the mall and he fucks up shit in the sporting goods department? If you haven't seen it, man, you haven't lived yet. No, you can live perfectly just fine without having seen that yet. But regardless. Time does expire quite well. Yes, there was a shooting in S.A.W. University of Florida, whatever. A deputy got his mother's gun. There's a guy autistic, Asperger's, like the Adam Lanza guy, like the that dude Elliot Rodger from Santa Barbara, California. I guess what's the difference between a sane person and an insane person? I guess if you think that you can win the Mega Millions lottery, if you just buy $3,000 worth of tickets, I guess that's like a clue that you're probably insane. Yeah. It's not like it couldn't be possible if you bought 3,000 tickets. So those like rich guys that go into the convenience store and they whip out, $600 on the Powerball or whatever. They're not exactly crazy, but, leaning that direction, I guess. Kind of on the edge of it. I mean, if a game is won in the odds of winning a Powerball or Mega Millions lottery are like 1 in 300 million, then that is something. That's something Elliot Rodgers, the Asperger's guy from Santa Barbara, before he went on his rampage. Yeah, Yeah. So do the Asperger's? I don't know why they always a mother or father that they leave their autistic somebody on a spectrum with access to tons of firearms. There should be some law against that. Like, if you have an autistic Asperger's or son or daughter on the spectrum, you cannot keep firearms unsafely not secured in the same household or something. There should be some kind of law like that, right? Nothing against the autist and the you know, uh, uh, I'm like a photographic eidetic memory savant. I understand being somewhat on those spectrums. It's no big deal. But, the firearms, though, yeah, letting the youth around the firearms, I mean, that's irresponsible. If you know that your son or daughter has a developmental disorder, they're on the spectrum, they got these things going on called autism, Asperger's, Tourette's, whatever. Don't have that shit. Secure your guns, So I think a lot of these incidents could be avoided if I don't know if that's the situation with this case. I've heard just rumors, scuttlebutt so far, but I can't verify this is what's going on. But I guess more information will come out in the wash. Yeah, I had to work with the Asperger's guy before. How was it? You never want to work retail again. Let's just say that. You never want to work a customer service job again. I swear to God, you'll never want to work dealing with the public ever again as you deal with Asperger's. This one guy, man, it was like torture. It's basically like these people who are like Asperger's, they're like human robots. It's like, they're not all violent, but they're difficult to deal with because they have the disorder. Developmental disorders. It's not cool like me. Like, I have a photographic memory and I can find all your shit and I can memorize all the codes and all the numbers. It's not cool like Rain Man or something. It's like not cool. And so it's like obsessive compulsive obsession about something, and it's annoying. Okay, normally it bugs the upper shit. My tolerance levels are like, yeah. So somebody with Asperger's, they fixate on a certain ideal, a series of an idea or ideas, and they focus on that. They can't help it, okay, because they have Asperger's. And so this guy, thankfully, I like music a lot, and his particular obsession was music. So thank God it worked out well. If it had been anything else, it would have been more annoying, I think. Now, if you notice, a lot of these Asperger's, a lot of these people on the spectrum, they come from affluent backgrounds. So they come from where their mom makes a lot of money. They live in affluent suburbs, upper middle class. They typically, they can be working class, but they usually have a dad who's like an engineer or a doctor or some high level shit, some high level professional shit. And, so they come from I don't think the privileged environment necessarily, they might get more help developmentally. They might get more counseling. They might get more, I don't know, ADHD, ADD drugs, but still. It was an interesting experience working with the Asperger's guy. It was. There's no doubt that it was an interesting experience, but kind of weird. But it was what it was. He is who he is. Popeye the Sailor Man. I am what I am. Anybody remembers Popeye the Sailor Man? I am what I am. Yeah. Oh yeah, I am what I am. From you know what it is. What I am. Edie Brickell and the New Bohemians. Yeah, there was like this cool part in music where it's like it was like the Motley Crue, girls, party, girls, pretty girls. It was 1980s like hair metal bands, and then the transition from the hair metal, the guys in spandex and looking gay and shit, and wearing women's hairdos and wearing lipstick. The transition from that glam rock, that hair metal rock, to like some kind of like to the 90s basically, and that transition kind of brought us that kind of neo hippie era, which was I call it the neo hippie era. So in this transition where the culture is confused as to what music it's going to make, should it keep on going girls, party, or should we address some other issues like depression and family disorder, violence, racism, social issues, whatever? And so should we go party, yeah, rock and party, ride on motorcycles, bitches, oh yeah? Or, I mean, is life all just like a Motley Crue or Poison album or something? No, it's not. So, society was kind of like, yeah, that shit was cool. You know, Van Halen and Rat and Poison and Warrant and all that shit was badass during the 1980s. It was really cool. Rocking, riding motorcycles, really kick ass, but maybe society wants something from their music, maybe just a little bit deeper, than just party, girls. Even though that's fun, no doubt. So they had like a resurgence of neo hippie albums. Artists. Like you had kind of like he wasn't Lenny Kravitz was not like Jimi Hendrix, but he was the black dude who could sing and play guitar, and he's really great at it. Made a lot of great hits. So he was like the resurgence, of an African American, talented guitarist who could sing. They're back. Lenny Kravitz was like, I hate to use the Jimi Hendrix comparison because they are different. That actually very different. But he kind of came in that void where it was like, we want the black rock and roll star. Like we want the Chuck Berrys, we want the Jimi Hendrix, and society was like, we want that again. And so he perfectly, kind of fit that. And so it was like a neo hippie movement. So it was Lenny Kravitz, you had like Blind Melon, and Edie Brickell and the New Bohemians, Four Non Blondes, like all these alternative and neo hippie groups coming out. So there was like an attempt to bring music back to its psychedelic stoner kind of roots, flower power roots in the 1960s, psychedelia from the 1960s, 1970s. So there was like a definite push to bring that love, peace, and kind of music back. And, for a while it was back. And then, of course, in 1991, the Soviet Union fell. Of course. And then guess what else happened? Seattle, Washington, the grunge music scene and the world music scene would never be the same, because then 1991, as the Soviet Union fell, here came Nirvana. Yeah. Nirvana told the world, well, hey, maybe life isn't that great. Maybe it's depressing. Maybe people have bad days or something, right? So, very fascinating. So maybe, so Nirvana, even though obviously the lead singer struggled through serious, epic battles with manic depression and heroin and drug abuse, Kurt Cobain, started a musical revolution that was kind of, I suppose, alternative grunge was sort of like the anti-Beatles in a lot of ways. It was the antithesis. Antithesis. Strain the wizard. Oh, good one, dude. All right, I'm heading out. I'll be back. Love you. Yeah, I will. Hopefully, it's not too crazy. Oh, dude. My allergies are fudge. Solar lights. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
What are you eating?
Yeah.
Smells good. Is that curry?
Yeah.
Wow, it's spicy. It smells good. Whatever you.
This is too many marks, huh?
Okay. All right.
This is $17.
Okay.
24.77.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'll just refill it out. Thank you. Problem with my okay, it must be okay. This is 24, 26. Okay. So we got a 7. Good thing I caught that in time. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one, sir. All right. To Lugs. Yeah, the reason why we decided to go to Lux today, we've been having some wins. We just hadn't had like the big kahuna. So we decided to shoot from 3-point range tonight. So that's what we were doing. We're trying to throw a bomb from half court, see what happens. So that's what we're doing. Essentially speaking, try to do a Hail Mary at the close of the fourth quarter.
Well, we could do the sports analogies all night, but you know what I'm talking about by now, depending on your sport. Yeah. Man. All I need to get hooked up is shit. All I need is about 20 G's, and I can fucking rock this world a new ass. But if it was something like 200,000, man, it'd be on. So you can get like CDs and high yield accounts and all kinds of shit if you got money. But that's the thing, you need money to start. So yeah. I don't know about cryptocurrency though. That looks kind of, I don't know. Digital money, fake money. I don't know if that can make you loaded. I mean, I believe in like real money, real assets. So I don't know what. Yeah. Feels good to